Alrighty, everyone. Sorry for being quiet. I was just checking a few things while I'm getting stuff up and going. Checking out a couple of streamers doing a Halloween drop for Overwatch 2. So, kinda multitasking on that, shall we say. Because after all, it's only specific channels. It's not like if you just watch anyone streaming the game and that, because others would have no problem. I have quite a few friends that like to stream Overwatch 2. And I don't blame them. After downloading it myself and getting past my issues with Blizzard, it is fun. So, that being said, it is Final Fantasy Friday. Welcome to everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm sure you guys know who I am by now, but for those of you who don't, you can call me Rogue. And, yeah, so we'll stay with that. For those of you who were here earlier, thank you for coming back. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining me today. So give me 1 second here. I'm getting congested, I can tell. And I thought I had a decently clean shirt on, but apparently I did not, from the looks of it, so that is entirely my bad. So, today is Final Fantasy Friday. I will go ahead and disable this. And today is a 2-for-1 day, essentially. Because what we're doing is we only have 2 major battles left in Final Fantasy 3, which is the last Dark Crystal. And then to, kinda give old Cloud of Darkness the heave-ho. And then we're done. So what we'll be doing is at that point, we will be, or I should say, I will be letting the credits play through, and then we will be jumping directly into Final Fantasy IV. And the Final Fantasy IV I bought is not the Pixel Remastered, which kinda breaks up the stuff, because I've done the Pixel Remastered for the other 3, and then my next ones will be the Pixel Remastered, but for some reason in my genius brain cell, I bought the 3D remake, and we will also be playing it on hard mode, not normal, just because I've played through the game so much. I don't want to say I know the entire thing like the back of my hand, because especially the 3D remake, they introduced a new mechanic that I have no clue about, so I should probably get that up and going during the intro. Because just like all the other games, it will have a little bit of a cutscene where I just basically sit here and look pretty. And but anyway, that will all be what we get accomplished today. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. For those of you wondering, I did finally figure out how to get the Wayfarer's achievement. As you can see, I started a second game that I will not be playing on here. But I started a second game because I missed some of the items, and one of the achievements is the item detector, which is I find all the hidden items, and those are the ones that are counted separately from the treasure chest. There were 3 of them I missed in my first playthrough because I had to speak to them when I had Algus with me. Argus, whichever it is, the prince. I had to speak to people when I had him with me, and I did not do that. So as an end result, I couldn't get all of them. So I am going to be doing that again, but I did get the Wayfarer achievement because unbeknownst to me, at the Cave of Tides and the Water Temple, after the world is brought back to the surface, a Chocobo Force spawns. That was literally the only thing I missed. And so in my second file I got that, and I got the Wayfarer achievement. So let's go ahead and get started. I did do some more leveling in the other game. I've done, well, job leveling. So darkness will prevail and bring an end to the world as you know it. You will now disappear with the rest of the world. Mwahaha. And on my second playthrough, I already did obtain the one missing monster that I needed. And so, that being done, when I defeat Cloud of Darkness, I should get the Bestiary achievement. The Bestiary, whatever it is. I actually had that discussion here on Tuesday, I think it was. Was it Tuesday? I had that discussion at some point on here about how it's, even though it tracks beasts, the spelling is that of bestiary. So, and I had that discussion with my housemate too, who is a teacher, and a French teacher at that. So, see if that works. Because in later games, the tornado will not work on bosses, because critical damage means drops it down to, okay, critical damage drops it down to critical. So, I should probably get my, of course you would do that. That's okay. I do have Arise, which I'll be happy to use. There we go. For those of you who just mentioned, if I turn it down too, boy, my headset must be pretty good, because I just tried turning down the sound so that way I could hear myself think over my game, and if I turn it down, it will turn it off. So. How is HP's looking good enough? Okay. I can't remember what I was going to say now. Of course. Oh well, it sucks to be me sometimes. Actually, pretty often. And let's hold on for one more round, and then we'll worry about a cure. No. Yeah, I should probably use Kuraga. And, of course, for those who take notice and pay attention to that sort of stuff, no, I am not wearing my glasses, which I should be. I was a bad wolf for doing that, but... Some Dark Knight. One more time. I don't know why I'm burning up. I feel like I'm just sitting there sweating, but it's not that hot, but our furnace keeps kicking in. Probably because it's windy and it's an old house, so when the wind blows, it all blows. How about that? Anyway. So after we defeat this thing, the only thing we'll have left to do is actually kill Cloud of Darkness. And of course we will be doing a quick save so that way I have a chance to try again with a different job, because Tyra might be doing well as a bard, but I'm not sure taking them in as a bard to the last fight is necessarily a good idea. So, oh, I remember what I was going to say. So, just because it's me, I have done a review of the first 2 games since I have officially finished them. Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on Steam. And if you want, head over there, check it out, and give it a react to get some traction. If not, hey, that's fine. I did also in the other game put to use the Scholar's alchemy ability, because it does power up the damage dealt from items. So it works quite well, because as you saw when I loaded in the game, my other game did not have a black mage, and I still beat Hein pretty handily. I had to use up what items I had, including one that I didn't really see drop before, which was a Heavenly Wrath, Cass's Thundara, or Thundaga, and yeah. Actually, can I cast these on this? See what it does. I think I did boost, so now we'll go to Minuet. Of course, I could use it in days. It is. And Rogue's dropped to 10, Luna's 89, Mikoto's 45, and Tyra's 53. And this unleashes the last crystal, which allows us to actually fight Cloud of Darkness. Excuse me, I am a warrior of dark. Our worlds came from the void, and one day we'll return to it. There's only one force that can keep that nothingness at bay: hope. The void is inevitable. Someday it will consume everything. But today is not that day. Not while there is still hope and love in the worlds of light and dark. As long as there is hope, the void cannot win. The powers of light and dark defeat the force that is calling forth the void. And all the crystals all say the same thing when you go to restore your stuff with them. So, and this gives me 254 monsters. Or 224? 224. Alrighty, let us go face Cloud of Darkness. Blah. Alright. Time for the final showdown is here. Let us see who will win. This was supposed to be a very rare encounter, so it took me a while to hunt it on the actual save file, because this is the quick save. So, but I did manage to find it there, and now all of a sudden I find it here again. Did she go to 90? No, who went to 90? Luna, okay. I was gonna say, why didn't she learn her last song? Whoop, no one. Alrighty, and Rogue got a level up. He's now level 55. Alrighty, and we will quick save. There it is. Alrighty, let's knock this thing around. We are the Cloud of Darkness, bringer of wrath and destroyer of light. You and your world will be sacrificed to the void. Not if we have anything to say about it. Ha! This is the world of darkness. You think your powers of light can defeat us in our own land? Here's where the difference is made. Their light alone may not be enough, but our powers of darkness can suppress your evil. You would be willing to sacrifice your lives for the light? Fools! We will not let you reduce the world to nothing. Your demise is none of our concern. The crystals of darkness may be gone, but we have no need of them any longer. We will defeat you and absorb the powers of light, where will become the void. This is where you die, warriors of light. You sure about that? Because I can actually touch you this time. So I found out, or I figured out rather, that job classes do determine combat capability. So if Tyra is not fit for this fight as a bard, we'll have to turn them into something that they've already mastered, just for a chance to be able to successfully put up a good fight against Cloud of Darkness. In fact, it might even include having to reclass or rejob Mikoto. Yeah, because this is going to be a long fight. I can already see it. Thankfully, it seems like Cloud of Darkness has very low, what you call it? Speed. That's what. I don't remember if Tyra mastered Scholar or not, but there was a thing I read where using the Chocobo Wraths that I've obtained with a Scholar, would make this a very quick battle. I think it was this one? Maybe it was a different battle, but would have made it very quick. Okay, then after this, Tyra's going to have to go on the defense and use Payon here on out, because there's no way that Rogue alone's going to be able to keep everybody alive. Use another attack. Finally. That is the most annoying attack in the raid as well, so like I'm not surprised that it uses it this much. Amazing. No, not in a good way. Okay, that makes this next phase that much easier. Oh, good. Gambled and got something out of it, hopefully. There we go. Bit of a headache, but nothing advertently or overtly rather terrible. Now we're back to square one. Hoping for a better hit than that, but it is what it is. I don't know why Tyra's got such high defense against that, but it's fine. Figured I wouldn't be lucky enough for that to be a finishing streak. Yikes. That was unnecessarily close. Do you mind? I mean, obviously not. It don't matter, so. Nope, unfortunately. I've got to be missing something because I've never known a boss to use a skill like that just non-stop. Usually they do break from their whatever you call it here and cast other things to be a pain in the butt. Okay, so that's my last Kiraja. Okay, cast on everybody. People are gonna... Party members are gonna die much faster now because I don't have the whatever to heal them as high from particle beams, so... just a bit too much. It's like having Minuet on them does nothing, because that's what he normally hits with as their charge. I have no idea why I'm struggling so hard with this boss fight. I really don't. I must be missing something else besides the... like when I first tried and we didn't have the Warriors of Darkness. Like, I must be missing something else of that level, because she shouldn't be this difficult. Should be enough to save everyone. There we go, that was a good hit. A little bit late, but... I can just automate from here, because that just is the way it's going to go for the foreseeable bit. I guess I could actually move that Kiraja down to a Kiraga. Yeesh. There we go. That was a lot more difficult, and that took me almost a full 15 minutes to do. Oh, there it is. Field research professional. In the beginning there was the void, then came light and darkness. From them everything was born, the heavens, skies, water, fire, life. Time inexorably bring all things back to its beginnings. But from life something new was born, a shining force that separated the light from the dark and illuminated the world. It was called hope. When the balance between light and dark is broken, and the world slides towards oblivion, the chosen will appear once more. Don't forget that the source of the warrior's powers is the hope that lives inside all of us. Oh, hope that lives inside us all. Dreams, despair, love, time can obscure it all. Do not accept this, do not forget it, and time will never erase what life has to offer. Find your last remaining spark of light, a light that shines brightly when all else is dark, the light of hope. You're all still here. Rogue, Luna, Mikoto, Tyra. You did it. Well done. No doubt you are the true heroes of this story. Not half bad. Come on, it's time to go home. It's been a pleasure. Pleasure's all ours, but I think it's time I return to Amur. Fellas, you're back, safe and sound. Of course, barely broke a sweat. Without your help, we would have never made it. Thank you. If you ever need help, we heroes will be here. Come and train with us anytime until we meet again. We've reached Theronia. I suppose I must return. Thank you for everything, Your Highness. Oh, I mean Your Majesty. It was your light that saved our world. It is I who should be thanking you, brave warriors. If I can lead my kingdom with even half the courage you have shown, I will be content. You have my sincere thanks. We've almost reached Canaan. I guess this is my stop. I was partly worried sick. Wait, I'll get off here too. Why do you want to stop in Canaan, Dash? Well, I just want to check in on someone. Huh? Oh, fine. It's Selena. Okay. Oh, you want to see her? Oh, sweet. Oh, come on. Leave me alone. Go get her, Tiger. Honey! Oh dear, not in front of your friends. You're embarrassing me. Selena, Dash, please don't ever leave me again. Never, I promise. Come on, honey, we can't let these kids show us up now, can we? Oh, fine, just one kiss then. Ahem. Whoops, got a little carried away. Sorry about that. Let me know if you go on any more adventures. I could always lend a hand. Oh, no, you don't. Looks like you're not going anywhere for a while, Dash. Don't rub it in. You're welcome to come back here anytime. Besides, you gotta try my wife's cooking. Thank you, Sid. Dash, we'll see you later. Shall we head back to Sassoon now, Your Highness? Can't I stay with you? I don't want to go home just yet. But Princess Sarah, don't you understand? I want to stay with you. Oh, did I embarrass you? Come on, let's go to Ur. It's Ur. We're home. Oh, I can't wait to see where you grew up. Welcome back. Oh, Ro, Luna, Makoto, Tyra, you're home. We did it, Topapa, Nina. Well, I always knew you were destined to do great things. We are proud of you. Welcome home. You saved the world. Wow, you're amazing. So I guess they weren't joking about you being the Warriors of Light. Heroes, get a kiss from me. Pucker up. Not so fast. Oops. Now the world is safe from the darkness. All this is thanks to your pure hearts. Thank you, Warriors of Light. Oh, look, the light. The crystal is back to its former brilliance. It's beautiful. The darkness has dispersed, and a new dawn has come. To fans across the globe, both past and present, and the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks. And this would be the staff credits, so I'm going to do a couple things here. I'm thinking maybe 5-ish minutes, and then I'll be back. I'm going to go change my shirt, because I know it doesn't matter to you guys probably, but I'm not a big fan of looking like a schlub all the time. So I shall return. Enjoy the credits. Alrighty. Quick change. Started a load of laundry because I had to use towels to clean up a water spill from one of the cats. And as we're going to put this on since I'm using the controller. So that was it for Final Fantasy III. This was the first one exploring the job class system with a fixed party. And doing the job class levels separate from the levels. So it gave you a way to completely and totally customize your characters and your people to the fights you were contending with or not. As you can imagine, from the 15 minutes it took me to defeat Cloud of Darkness, there was probably a faster way to do that, but I didn't exactly read all the stuff on it, so I went into it relatively blind. I didn't even play ahead like I was originally going to, because of the fact that you have to do the job levels separate from the regular levels. Only to wind up having to go back and do it again because I missed stuff. So. But I believe I'll check that while the thing is going, but I believe now I am only 2 achievements away from getting the last whoop. Trying to figure out. Oh, is that it? I think that's the one. Okay, I'm missing 3 achievements, 2 of which are necessary for the 3rd. So I'm just missing. Okay, no, I'm only missing one. I'm missing the item detector, and then I have it, because the other one will come as soon as I hit save for the game and save the completed story file. Or it should. We'll wait and see. So as I said, as soon as this is all done, we'll be going through and entering into Final Fantasy IV. I've played that one for I don't know how long. In fact, that was my first Final Fantasy game I have clear recollection of playing all the way through from start to finish. But that was back when it was on the SNES as Final Fantasy II, which was Final Fantasy IV-A. In Japan, it was released as one game, but it was released in 2 different cartridges for the Famicom. One was easier, and one was more difficult. The original that released in North America was the easier version, the one that was released with Final Fantasy Anthology, which had 4 and 5. Was it Anthology? I think so. On the PlayStation was version B, which was more difficult, and it actually had certain commands that were not present during the first release in North America. And then in subsequent releases, they put them both into one and allowed you just to pick. Because things had advanced enough that it was possible. I'm guessing, but... So in this version that I'll be playing on the 3DS, originally Rydia had a little person with them that you could do stuff to make your characters much more powerful, but a lot of that has been gotten rid of because there is no touchscreen to draw and do stuff with. What was its name? I think Wyatt. So the thing that there is for this one though that's going to cause me a headache, I can almost guarantee it, is the augmentations, because even when I played through on my 3DS before I left Kansas, I still didn't understand it very well. But then again, it's one of those things that, kind of like the Gambit system that they developed in Final Fantasy XII, the more you have, the easier it is to figure it out, and the easier it is to work with. So, but I'll be playing the hard mode, and we'll see how much I can get completed. I do know that I don't want to finish the game without getting Rydia to level 60, or at least it used to be level 60, to let her obtain the final spell. So, they may have changed that. More than likely they've changed it, but I won't know until we start playing through it. Don't think there's any... Maybe there's... I don't think there's any voice acting in this one, but I think there actually is. I can't remember now. So... And that's probably why I picked the 3D remake instead of the Pixel remaster, was because I've completed so many times wanting to do a new way, I guess. As those of you who may notice, I did already swap stuff over in the slides. I added a bunch of new games that will be getting streamed on Tuesday. Once we finish .hack, we'll be doing the Devil May Cry remake next. on Tuesdays. And I still have to check to see how long that Volume 4 takes to actually complete, if we can do it in one setting. Oh, I added a couple of other games to it, including Battle Chef Brigade, which it's primarily an indie game. It's story driven, but I've had fun with it. So, alrighty. Save complete. Return to title screen. Yep, and there it is. So I have one achievement left to get, which is the item detector. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and close this off. And if I can figure out how to do it in chat. Actually, I'm not going to do it in chat. I'll just open up in Twitch. Give me a couple seconds here and I will switch it over. And so I am going to edit this. Yeah. Okay, there's that part, and now we want to do Final Fantasy 4. Is there a specific tag for 3D? Nope, so we'll just go ahead and put it as a general thingy there. So, let VS know your streams previously. Okay. And find the save button, done button, whatever. There it is. Alrighty, and now let's go ahead and swap over to the 3D remake. Okay. Play. Okay. Okay, wanted to make sure that it was actually capturing it because it's in full screen as always. almost felt like you're watching the trailer for Endwalker. Alrighty, so, new game. Game content is the same with normal and hard difficulty, except with hard enemies are more formidable. So, let's go with hard mode. Cecil, Lord Captain, Baron Redwings.
Lord Captain, we're nearly to the Baron border.
So we are.
The trouble's him, too.
Orders may be orders, but this goes too far. Lord Captain! We're the Red Wings, the pride of Baron! Must we now be thieves, sent to plunder from the weak?
Enough.
But Lord Captain, the Mysidians offered no resistance, and still we cut them down.
Listen to me. We did no more than what our kingdom's peace and prosperity required us to do. The Mysidians knew too much of the crystal and its secrets. His Majesty deemed it so. We are the Red Wings of Baron. It is not our place to question the orders of our king.
Lord Captain.
Lord Captain! Monsters at the fore! Everyone all right?
But all these monsters as of late.
Disturbing, is it not? I wonder what it bodes. We've reached the castle, my lord.
One good thing about
Well
this
then,
is it saves me
prepare
a
for
little bit
landing, men.
of talking.
Lord!
Ah, the young lord returns triumphant. Did you secure the Mysidian's crystal? Did you not? The crystal is ours, but the Mysidians, they did not even raise a hand in their own defense. Beggar. All's the better then, is it not? Only fools would dare oppose the almighty will of Baron. Come, we must not keep his majesty waiting. A moment, my lord. Your Majesty, I feel our good Lord Cecil's faith in you begins to waver. Does it now? Indeed, your loyalty and worth are proven once again, Captain Biden. But the crystal is all that matters. Bring him before me, as you wish. Lord Cecil, His Majesty bids you enter. The kingdom of Baron hails your return, Cecil. Have you brought me the crystal I trust? I have, your Majesty. Relinquish the water crystal. It's genuine, your Majesty. So it is. See how it shines? That'll be all, Cecil. You may leave us now. Your Majesty, have you some other matter to discuss? Our king has granted you your leave, and yet you would trouble him further? I know it not my place to ask your majesty, and I pray you can forgive my indiscretion. But what is it you aim to do? Your ways are not as they once were. My men's hearts grow heavy with misgiving. As does yours? Your majesty, no, I would never doubt. Do you take me for a fool, Cecil? Do you think your treasonous whisperings escape my ears? After all I've done for you, Cecil, you wound me. This is most unfortunate, but I can no longer trust in one who offers nothing in return. I hereby relieve you of command of the Red Wings. My liege, you will now go to the Valley of Mist instead. There's a task I would have you do. A phantom creature haunts the borders of that land, the Islands of Mist. You will slay it and deliver this ring to the village that lies beyond. They will know its meaning. Be gone at first light tomorrow, or on the morrow. Your Majesty. Kane, Commander, Baron Dragoons. I beg you, my liege, reconsider. You know Cecil would not betray you. Ah, Kane, I was not aware this matter concerned you. But as you seem so eager to protect your friend, let your spirit company his blade on the road to Mist. Your Majesty, I have no more words. Take the ring and be gone while my mood is yet fair. Obtain the Cornelian signet. My liege. Kane, forgive me. I did not mean to draw you into this. What's to forgive? We'll say this eidolon of his, and all will be forgotten. You'll be commanding the Red Wings again before you know it. Kane, you must be tired from Mysidia, no? Leave the preparations to me and get yourself some rest. Rumors swirl about his highness like so many flies, but I shudder to think what might happen were he to catch wind of them. Rash, actually ill-advised, at least if you value your life. What is it? This is all my doing. Forgive me. I told you there's nothing to forgive. What's wrong? This isn't like you to act like this. I did not train in the ways of Darksword so I could steal from innocence, King. I trained because His Majesty asked it of me. You mustn't blame yourself for the orders you were given. Our king had his reasons, I'm sure of it. I envy you, King. Cecil, so you saw me. I saw openings you left. How do you expect to lead the Dragoons if you cannot even guard your own flank? My father's blood is in me. I will lead the Dragoons. Have no fear of that. You're certainly headstrong enough. No more holding back, Cecil. Fight to win this time. Don't overthink things, Cecil. You need to keep your wits about you. Or do you mean to send me off against the island alone? No, of course not. We'll leave early on tomorrow. Best get some sleep. If our esteemed commander and Lord Cecil of the Red Wings join us one, the enemies of Baron it is the enemies of Baron who need fear. What is it? Cecil can't sleep? Valley of Mist lies beyond our far northwestern border. I have not been there myself, but it's said to be shrouded in a fog that never lifts. I, for one, believe in our king. He's a man not afraid to act on his beliefs. I cannot help but sense a changed air about His Majesty as it went. I think they got rid of some of the things I'm looking for. Maybe I'm on the wrong floor. Nope, I was not on the wrong floor. They got rid of me. Oh, what? Sleeping on duty? I would never do such a thing. White Magic Laboratory. His Majesty seems almost to reveal a bit of his youth in recent days, but it's more than that. Something about him seems different. Rosa became a white mage to help you, you know. She worries for you. Try not to make her do so any more than she must. I'm currently studying the fundamentals of white magic. A white mage should know the 3 C's. Cure, Cura, and Curaga. There was a Curaja way back when, but I don't know if it's still in here or not. Hopefully it's again not. Congratulations, word has it that Medusa was a success and the crystals and ores. Thanks to you. Black Magic Laboratory. Sleep, You don't even feel sleepy? That's odd. I swear I did it right. Not all monsters can be fought by simple spells such as fire, blizzard, and thunder. Ancient times speak of magic vastly more powerful, but all true knowledge of such things is long forgotten. We've been ordered to conduct magical research to aid His Majesty's war efforts. Usually, they changed quite a bit this one, I say. Provisions within this chamber are yours to employ as you see fit. The switch upon that wall controls the mechanism that opens the door. Well, 480 gil, an ether, and a tent. The atmosphere in the castle seemed a bit different these past weeks. All is well at the gate. That's why the doors are open. Nightfall is approaching fast, my lord. Best stay within the keep. What with all these monsters about? I hear you're to leave again at sunrise. You ought to retire for the evening. Vault below houses bearing ancestral treasures. Entrance within is forbidden in the name of His Majesty the King. I haven't seen Fleet Master Sid, have you? He seems like a ghost, leaving all the airship repairs to us. Seems a distance when I do catch a glimpse of him, too, pensive-like. Another day, another sleepless night of work. I mean, I sure do love my job, I do. You, be sure to tell Fleet Master that if you see him. This tower is close by His Majesty's orders. Yeah, because in the original, you could get to quite a few places early if you knew what you were doing this one. Alrighty. I mean, you could, like, it was nothing, whatever, but... Cecil. Rosa, White Mage of Baron. Thank goodness you're alright. The orders from Mysidia came so suddenly, I'd worry. We're fine, small wonder considering we fought mages who did not fight back. Cecil. I'll visit you in your tower later. Of course. in my eye. Bunch of eyelashes. And of course I smudged my glasses. This we've imprisoned the Macedonia mages who stood against us. It should be safe to speak to them as long as you do so through the bars. You, filthy Dark Knight, do you truly think what you've done will go unpunished? What you do to us is of little consequence, but please, you must restore the crystal to Macedonia. You know nothing. That crystal is not some mere glittering stone. Well, well, look who's home. Sid, airship fleet master. Rosa's been worried sick about you, you know. Maybe that girl crying will have me to answer to, you hear? Speaking of girls, how are my babies? You didn't burn out any engines, did you? You and them goons of yours need to treat those ships with more respect. Hey, why the long face? Something the matter? Sid, What? He's sending you to hunt the Eidolon instead? But what'll happen in the Red Wings without you? I tell you, something's gotten into His Majesty. He's ordered me to build a new ship, you know, a more maneuverable one with more firepower. What's he thinking? I'm not building these things for him to wage war. There's talk about amongst the townspeople too. Everyone's worried where Baron's headed. And now the King's sending you away from us? Missed, eh? Well, you take care of yourself. Suppose I don't need to worry about you though, do I? I'd best be on my way. That daughter of mine is going to wring my neck if I spend another night here working without checking in at home. Ow, be careful, that's where the monster got me. Lord Captain. We cannot erase memories of what was done in the city, but we can drown them. Red Wings have fallen far. Never has victory tasted so bitter upon my tongue. Namingway. Greetings and salutations tonight. My name is Namingway. I travel the world bestowing new names upon those dissatisfied with the ones they already possess, but as of late, I find fewer and fewer wishing to take advantage of my new naming services. What say you? Won't you try on a new name for size? Say what? You can't change your name? Well, this is certainly unprecedented. It's almost as if though my existence here serves no purpose. A Namingway who cannot change a man's name is no Namingway at all. I believe that this time I embarked on a new journey to find my proper place in the world. Until we meet again. The original Namingways, I would have never known they were rabbits. I've turned your bed, my lord. They told me you would be departing again on the morrow. Rest well tonight. Cecil's bedchamber. Rest for the night? Yes.
Your Majesty, what's become of you? Where is the noble knight, the man who took me in as an orphan and raised me as his own? The strong, just king I once knew. Is a crystal worth all this? Robbing a peaceful people of what's theirs by right. What need could be so great? King's orders or no, there's no forgiving what we've done.
Cecil? Won't you tell me what happened? First you're sent off to Mysidia, and now to hunt some beast again so soon? Did something happen in Mysidia?
No, it's nothing.
Then why won't you look at me?
In Mysidia, we stole a crystal from people who had done no wrong. I've worn this darkened armor for so long now. There's no mote of light left in me. Not even in my heart.
You're a good man, Cecil.
I'm a coward. A coward who cannot even defy orders he knows he ought not follow.
Cecil of the Red Wings is many things, but he is no coward. Not the Cecil who I love. The king is sending you to Mist to slay the Eidolon, isn't he? If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't...
Cain will be with me. I'll be fine. It's late. You should get some rest.
Be careful.
Thank you, Rosa. But I know what I've become.
Shall we then, Cecil?
I'll be counting on you, my friend.
Then you've nothing to fear.
And so the Dark Knight Cecil, stripped of his command of the Red Wings, set out for the distant Valley of Mist. Together with Cain, commander of the Dragoons, he would pursue a faceless quarry and a chance for redemption. The advent of the airship had marked the realization of mankind's most ancient dream, but man is a creature seldom sated, and he was quick to dream anew. With unparalleled might of the Red Wings, Baron's military soon reigned supreme. Why then does the king now seek the crystals? And why have fearsome monsters suddenly begun to overrun the once calm land? If the crystals know, they share no answers, only their pure and silent light. I'm gonna have to... What does this look like on the other end? Just because it's like really loud in my ears. Let's see, it's not gonna show me anything when I tab out, is it? RIP. Give me Cain, I meant for none of this to happen. So I'm gonna turn this down. Battle speed. Subtitles on, window design. Alrighty. Quick save. Save slot 1. Okay. Party. So this is party formation. Reduce swap rows. So this was one of the first ones that introduced the 5-person party, and I think it's really the only one that has it, from what I can recall. Because after this, they swapped back to the 4 and then went down to the permanent 3-party, with the exception of 11 and 14 because those were online games. And I haven't played 15, so I don't know for sure. But abilities. With some of the augments, you can actually gain additional commands, but I don't have any augments at the moment. Key items. Yeah. So, alright, so now we can go into the City of Baron. You hear that rumor? Word is there's a place called Training Classroom under the Devil's Road. New adventurers can get all sorts of advice down there, or so they say. You're Lord Cecil of the Red Wings, or my eyes betray me. You seek the Valley of Mist. It lies beyond a cave in the northwestern mountains. Little money, lithe and comely dancers wanted. Inquire at the counter. That's all new stuff too, because that was never there in the other games I can recall. Our beds are 50 gil for the night. Will you be staying? Nope. Do come again. How come you're dressed like that? Are you a bad person? Routine tent. Gnomish bread. Eye drops. Lord Cecil, I've done no ill, I swear. My taxes are all paid. Well, if it isn't our own Dark Knight, money? Surely you jest. Your presence here is payment enough. I'm about ready to take this eyeball out. Just the spoon and get rid of it. Shop. 10th potions and antidotes are travel's boon companions. If you're journeying afar, it's best to be well provisioned. Welcome. So finally, Phoenix Downs are far more affordable because they're only 100 instead of 1,000 or 5,000 gil. Bestiary casts Libra, Tent, Drops, Antidote. potion. Tombstone. Because unfortunately we are going to have a lot of grinding to do since this is a more difficult version. But we'll see what I can do about getting forward into the game first. And then we'll approach that as we have to. So this would be, the door's locked, this would be the way, the back entrance into there. Grimlar these days, our king trains his men in the ways of the dark sword. What's this here? Okay, item shop. Nothing good can come of our meddling in the affairs of Mist. Rosa's home. His Majesty's recent behavior troubles me. Even you and your men have been doing some terrible things as I hear it, orders though they may be. All I do is ask that you keep Rosa out of harm's way. Don't involve her in these dangerous games you men must play. Door on the west side, you say? Ah, yes, the old waterway. Flows to the castle, but it's kept under lock and key now, child. My lord, I've spoken no ill of His Majesty, I swear. Why don't I show you a little something and we can just forget about everything, alright? It's funnier in the non-3D game because this is the one I think is she splashes in and out of the water. Like she jumps in like a flippin' fish and spins around and then jumps out like twice. Tent. Bronze hourglass. Oh, map is R button. I'll have to double check the achievements because I can't remember if there's an item detector for this one or not. If there is, I'm gonna need help. So there's that portion of the city explored. The Devil's Road. This building houses the entrance to the Devil's Road, the Duorminer path that leads to Mysidia. In quieter days it was a thriving means of trade, but now the wizards have sealed the exit on there and effectively closing the route. There's also a military classroom down in the cellar, though I'm sure you've no need to be taught about combat. I just like hitting the buttons. The Mysidians have sealed the exit. The Mysidian exit is sealed, preventing travel. Alrighty, training classroom. Even in caves, there are save points. You can record your process, use them wisely. Decisive thinking is crucial in combat. Lacking that, you could always lower the battle speed like I do. If you want to test your mettle, you try setting the battle mode to active in the settings menu. They'll let you enjoy the thrill of relentless assault by your enemies while you even attempt to select the magic and items. Use the party menu to place weaker party members in the back row. You swap during battle to defend your front row characters by reversing the front and back rows of your party. If multiple party members have full combat gauges, you can press Y to cycle through them. This will allow you to change the order in which they act in order to fight more strategically. It takes courage to know your limits. If battle isn't going well, press the R button and run like mad. Remember, also some spells can be cast upon the entire enemy or ally party. Use the L button to change your target and select the Target All button to target everyone. When casting spells from the main menu, select the Target All will cause the spell to target all party members. You can activate auto battle by pressing the X button during combat. This will cause all party members to automatically select the command set for them in the abilities menu on each turn. Did I need to do that? No, I didn't. Well, kind of, because I don't know the controls that well, but I know the game well enough to know the things, you know? And then this is Sid's house. His daughter. Father was out working all night last night again. When will he realize he's not young enough for this anymore? You'll tell him for me, won't you, Cecil? Tell him he needs to settle down. The townspeople have been saying horrible things about His Majesty and others at the castle. It's all Father has been able to do to still their tongues. We know there are plenty of good men there, like you. Birds of the world. The history of shipbuilding. Ouch. Principles of buoyancy. She's finished. New engine 2. Snore. Don't think there's anything else to explore here. Alrighty, so let's save. See about getting some fighting started, because we need to grind some levels. Surprised. Not very happily, so. Eye drops. Okay. Good enough for me. I don't know where I found that red thing, but I ain't gonna knock her. I thought so. Chocobo Force in this one are round. There's also 2 different types of chocobos, but none of them. Oh, Kachu White Chocobo, MP restored. Okay, there's 3, but there's one that's not here for whatever reason. And then up here, the stench of Chocobo pervades the air. Fat Chocobo for storage. Kachu Chocobo. I don't know, honestly. I'm not sure how I feel about playing this one. I might suck it up and buy the Pixel Remaster. You don't encounter, even in this version, you don't encounter monsters if you're on a Chocobo, so. Auto battle. Might as well, because there's really nothing much these two can do that's of surmountable difference at this point. Although I guess I started this one, I should finish it, I guess. I don't know why I keep hitting that button. This isn't like my other ones where I have it set to whatever. I like that it changes between battles, it keeps. Cecil's level has increased. Preemptive strike. Beak or break, one of the two. Well, that would be the gradual petrification. Kane's level increased. I'm tired. I have calls I want to make today, and I'm probably not going to get that far because I wanted to call and follow up with Canadian Tire and Paladin because, excuse me, for those who weren't here on Tuesday when I had my interview, I interviewed with the wrong HR person because of the way they do their contracts, so. But I just want to leave working at Buy More because I'm far from happy there. And I'm to the point where I'm just going to start pretty much sticking up for myself, regardless of how the rest of the management likes it. And they're not going to like it. I can almost promise you that. So, I'm not going to go out of my way to be rude about it or anything, but I will start standing up for myself. And I even advised one of the managers of the way the supervisor had been behaving. And I said, I will not allow her to treat me in the way she did. And I will be saying something to her next I see her. She said, good, you need to. Yeah, it was unprofessional behavior and it needs to be called out so it can be controlled or curtailed or whatever it was. So. $50 go. Alright, best be moving. Back attack. I've noticed that not all that the amount damaged for doesn't always come up unless I'm missing it. Beak. So far, these monsters don't seem to be proposing much of a threat, or posing much of a threat, I should say. So. Excuse me. The only other thing I can say is I get tired of feeling like crap all the time. But I don't know what will fix it. Alarm clock. And Caesar's level has increased. Oh, there's naming way. Greetings and salutations. Your name was Cecil, was it not? After we last spoke, I set about mapping out a new course for my life, one that would allow me to help people. But having undertaken the task of mapping, the name of Namingway now seems rather inappropriate. Namingway has become Mappingway, the cartographer. Alright, let me give you this. Obtain Wayfarer's Map. It's an enchanted map that draws itself as you traverse the floors of caves and dungeons. And that's not all. For each map you complete, you'll receive a fantastic reward. I hope you'll find it useful. Well then, until we meet again. Alrighty, so... That's new stuff. Surprised. I'm a bit far from jaded, so... I'm gonna take those off now. Maybe that's why I'm tired. I got it. Potion. Coincidentally, I am wanting to use a potion. Alright. I feel a presence, not hostile, but nor could it be called friendly. Leave this place. Who's there? Potion? Eye drops. I know there's certain parts of this place, like here, I'm going to eventually have to come back to grind because there are certain summons in the game that can only be obtained through dropped items, and they're not very powerful, at least they weren't. Bronze Hourglass and Kane's level 1 up. And so, but they're part of the collect all summons achievements, so. Tent. And as you can see, it does draw itself, and I can't remember. The items are okay. Whew. Return whence you came. That voice, could it be the Idon? Men of Baron, you know who we are? Leave at once and no harm will befall you. I will abide no further trespass. Show yourself. You mean to ignore my warning? You must deliver this ring to the village of Mist beyond. So be it. The mist is gathering. Dragon dissolves into mist. Can't attack in this form, but unfortunately with Kane's jump not being able to be cancelled. Counter freezing this, I thought so. Striking miss is futile. To do so only incurs the dragon's wrath. Stay your attack until the beast reforms. Yeah, in the meantime it still wails away on me. The mist is coalescing. Strike now. Dragon dissolves into mist. Mist is coalescing. Strike now. There we go. Mist Cave map complete. Obtain 5 potions. Strange, I felt no malice in that dragon, no evil. There we go. Mission accomplished.
The ring! This is what we were sent to do?
He wished this village torched.
But why? Why?
Mother, you can't die. Just because your dragon did.
I've heard of their lot. Men who can conjure eidolons. Summoners.
Then the dragon we slew was her mother's?
You're the ones who killed her dragon?
Forgive us. We'd no idea this would happen to your mother.
His Majesty sent us to eliminate every last one of these people.
No.
Foul work, to be sure, but we'll need to kill the girl as well.
Kane!
It's her or us, Cecil.
She's a child!
You'd betray your king?
Betray him? Any man who'd wish for this is no king of mine.
I thought you might say that.
Then...
I owe His Majesty much, but not so much I'd soil the Dragoon's name in his.
then you're with me.
Baron's army is the mightiest in the world. Our flight means nothing if we remain alone. We must treat with other nations, share what we've seen. And Rosa, she must share our flight.
And she will. Thank you.
I'm not doing this for you.
Huh?
Quickly, we mustn't linger here. What of the girl?
We take her with us. Come. It's not safe here. Take my hand.
No!
We've no time. Use force if you must.
Stay away!
Wait!
Leave me alone! I hate you!
Get away from me! Gaia's Wrath. This certainly looks different from the way it happens in the other game, because in the other game it looks like a landslide. So... Ugh. She's alive, thank goodness. Kane? Kane! Well, I cannot stay here. I need to take this girl someplace safe. Forgive me, Kane. So, we won't be going much further because it's almost noon here, so I'll have to be ending my stream shortly. But we'll get to the next location, which just happened to be there in my peripheral, or whatever you want to call it here, as we engaged battle. We'll get there, and I will play through that part, and then we will call it there, and I'll take some time to grind up some levels, because, yeah. Especially because I'm having my butt handed to me by a mob of trash. Plus, I need to go through and figure out where all the augments are and blah 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 blah. So. During 63, Cecil level increased. So I just need to go north. I really don't like the way this map is an angle. Typo. I need to find a place to let this child rest. Of course, I can't restore what HP I'm missing, so... Hail, traveler. Oh my, I've not seen a child so pale. Please get her to a bed. You needn't worry about paying my pardons. You've woken. You still haven't told me your name. I won't ask you to forgive me. It is my fault you lost your mother. But please, at least allow me to take you someplace safe. It seems we found you at last. It seems we found you, Lord Cecil. Please, you must listen. His Majesty, our orders come directly from His Majesty's own mouth. Surrender the girl, and He will pardon all you've done. The inhabitants of Mist represent a threat to us all. They must not be allowed to live. What? Stand aside. I think I'd rather not. Now they're confused, which will make the rest of this much easier. I also do it this way when I play the other version, because if you don't, he'll run. And I just like knowing that I've finished off the entire set of them much better. Much more fulfilling as far as storyline goes. Anyway. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. You've nothing to apologize for. It is I who've wronged you, and apologies cannot right the things I've done. But you protected me. My name's Radia. Radia, Summoner. Radia. The Summoner Radia joined the party. So, I cannot undo what I've done to Radia, but I will make amends. So, in this point, she does have white and I think she'll learn black magic? Let me see here. Yeah, she has white, black, and summon magic. She, like I said, in the original 3DS version, she also had white, or Wyatt, so she doesn't in this one. Okay, that's how that works. Alright, so anyway, I thought she joined at level 1, maybe she did in the other versions, but, so she does need some time to be, you know, leveled up, and I do need to look into how to get some augments to help myself, you know, with the thing. Tell and his daughter Anna were always as close as father and daughter could be, bless their hearts. And one day, Anna simply up and ran away from home. The old sage has been grief-stricken ever since. Pub. Soothe your parched desert throat with much of Kayapo's finest. Greetings, a new face like yours is all its welcome sight. With monsters on the rise, business is slow to a crawl. Excuse me. Well met, friend. I am a scholar en route to the eastern kingdom of Fabul, where I had hoped to continue my studies. As it were, I found the waterway that runs beneath the mountains to Demacian, barred by a moon-struck old man who refused to grant me passage. Only Demacian royalty are permitted to enter the Antlion's den that lies the castle's east. So think of the riches that could be ours if only we were allowed inside. They're dangerous animals. And so, and then this is your item shop. Emergency exit. Armor place. Which we'll look into. Actually, let's go ahead and do that now. So here we have leather cap, clothing, leather armor, and iron armlet. So leather cap is better for her, so we'll do that, and then equip it. Well, they got a couple other things to really discover in this village. Hail friend, welcome to Kaipo. Oh, this is the Damascene Desert. That's the entrance. Weapon shop. Rod, staff, bow, iron, arrows. In this one, the arrows do they are consumed as you use them. So, and unless they changed it in this version, at one time you could buy multiple stacks of 99. So, granted, that doesn't mean you're going to go with the more powerful arrows that you only get a handful of, but the Damascene Castle is in the north, rules all lands of this desert. The prince is said to have a voice and as fair as any maidens. If you're traveling with so young a child, you best keep her in the back row of your party lest you be attacked. Have you heard, friend? A young lady from Baron was found collapsed on the outskirts of town. Fair as the desert moon, they say. The ones found her carried her inside to recover. I just happen to know it's here. Oh, hello again, Cecil. What am I doing here, you ask? Well, as luck would have it, I accidentally dropped all of my maps and pens into that huge fissure that opened up near Valley of Mist. Having lost the ability to map, the new mapping way seems rather inappropriate, but I don't really know what to do next. I'm taking some time to reevaluate my life now. Mapping way became Living Way, the Vagrant. I've just been spending my days looking over the pages of this bestiary with no particular trade to call my own. Would you like to view the bestiary? Well then, by all means. Well, this isn't actually too bad of a one for a game. 3% complete though. Okay. We're gonna have some that are gonna be a pain in the butt to find. We found that poor child that collapsed outside the village, completely incoherent. Seems like she seems to have succumbed to desert fever on the way from Baron, little dear. Keeps mumbling the name Cecil over and over. Rosa! Oh, Rosa. Cecil. Please, Cecil, be alive. This is for Cecil. Obtain auto potion augment. Desert fever can be cured by exposure to the light of a Damascene sand pearl. However, obtaining one, however, is no simple task. It can only be found within the cave where an ant lion dwells. So that's my first augment, and that will allow them to use auto potion. Basically, they'll potion themselves every time they get attacked in battle. And at this point, it is... Oh, Cecil, it seems you've gotten your hands on an interesting item there, doesn't it? Let me explain how that auto potion works. It's a rather special kind of item known as an augment. Using it on a party member will teach that member an ability. Augments appear in the key items list. Don't forget to use them once you receive them. You can find augments left behind by various people scattered throughout the world. Be sure to keep your eyes open. You'll be glad you did. Until we meet again. But anyway, I can equip this to Radia, and so she will keep her HP up, which is, I can't remember if it can be reassigned at any time or not, but it will keep her from dying while she's being leveled up, which is important. So I don't think there's anything else that I have to do before I go. Well, I mean in the stream, but I desperately need to level. The waterway, it's north and east of here, but you better not go there. People say they've seen 8 big scary snakes in the water. Oh. Hello there. Is there something I can help you with? Okay. Alrighty, so now we will go out and save. And we do need, we really need to level. Rosa, you came all this way to find me? Because it will be important to the game, especially if I check and she doesn't have, they called it lit, but lightning. Magic mirrors. She has, no, oh, there's Black Magic X, Blizzard Thunder. Okay, so she does have it, but she needs more HP or MP than what she's got too. So I will be doing some grinding here, hopefully in the next week, and stocking up on some items and other happy things. And then when we come back next week, we will be venturing forward and asking the moonstruck old man why he's in everyone's way. So, alrighty. Until then, stay safe and take care out there. I will see if there's a way to fix that this will play while it's in the background. And so that way when I'm doing whatever, doing my other stuff here, it can continue playing and there'll be sound in the background. So, in the meantime, stay safe, take care out there. I will catch you guys later. Bye. Display full screen window portals. I'll pause the game and run in the background. Okay, that should fix all of that.